H-Town, what's up? You know what time it is. It's time for the best 120 minutes of your day. The Chop Shop, the nation's number one urban sports talk show. And also, your midday sports happy hour. Yours truly, Robert Hatter, alongside Jim Hicks and Chris Walker. Sometimes Chris Walker coming to you live from Houston, Texas, but we broadcasting all over the world via Facebook Live and YouTube Live. And today is Thursday. Oh my goodness, it's Baby Friday. I just can't wait. I mean, it's a great day. It's, the Chop Shop is not aired on Friday, so we consider this our Friday. We just call it Baby Friday. So it's Baby Friday. Shout out to everybody. Let me see who's going to be our starting five today, because we got to get this thing right. Hey, share the show. I done told you. Share the show, y'all. Mike, y'all, it's going to be some different stuff in here today. But today, let me talk to my guy. Let me see. We got Simeon Sims in the building. Hold on, let me see who else. Let me look on both of my devices. So I just want to be fair. Okay, let's go. Hold on. Let me go. Oh, okay. Simeon Sims. We got Thaddeus Moody. This is on my. We got Jeremy Davis, Daryl Anderson, Dale Griggs, and Belinda Jonica. But on my other device, I'm going to have to talk to these people too. Because I see Tanya McCraven is in there too. So she's in there too. We got to put her in there. Hey, Belinda, how you doing? Businessman, where you been? Businessman, people been asking about you. And I just said, businessman disappeared on us. People been asking me about where my ticket man at, man. And they've been asking about you. Hey, Lady Barron, how you doing? Morris Parsons is in it, but Morris, you might need to check. You might need to happy Black History Month. But on this show, we're living Black history. Hey, Sonya, we're living Black history every single day. So we talk about Black history all the time. And when I went back to see and study what Carter G. Woodson had in mind, it started off as a day, then it went into a week, and then they fought to get a month, and then he wanted to continue to a year, and it's up to us. That's why, every day we live in Black history. This stuff that we're doing, people ain't doing it. It's Black history. So shout out to Jimmy and Chris and everybody who have ever had anything to do with the production of this show. I'm so grateful for you. Thank you so much. With Heaven and Nicole and all the I'm gonna think of all the names in a minute. But yeah, it's just a proud day for me. And Black history, yeah, it is, man. It's every day that I try to come on this show. I told y'all when I get up in the morning, when I think about the show, I be trying to. I got a dilemma. A businessman in Morris Parson. Do I talk about what's trending, or do I talk about what we need to know? It's a hell of a balance, because some things are trending we need to talk about. Share the show, everybody, right now. Share it with your friends. Text, tag, tell somebody about the Chop Shop today. I guess I'll start this show off because it's going to get. I'm gonna start it off right here. I was gonna go there, but I changed. You see, I have stuff in my notes, and sometimes I just change. But first of all, I'm all the way on the West Coast. What's going on in Dallas? The Pistons got to played Monday night. They played Monday night in Dallas, and early this morning, I think they got out now, but they couldn't get out. They wasn't able to fly home. What's going on in Dallas? Because I looked it up a little bit, an ice storm and stuff like that going on. I thought Dallas was prepared to handle that kind of weather. So I just thinking about my Dallas people. Shout out to my young guys up there at Beaumont. I saw this and I want to share this with y'all. Share it with y'all because somebody sent me. That's what I love about this platform, man. I'm trying to find it and make sure. Yeah, I want to get the exact message. Melvin Dews up in the Beaumont area. He texted me. I mean, he didn't text me. He sent me a message and said, "I can't save every kid from fighting like a Toscasita." See, this is why this show is important, man. You know, this is why this show is so important, and I want y'all to understand this. Yeah, he said, "I can't save every kid from fighting like a Tascasita, but I can only put some positive into these kids, just like the negative society puts in them." And let me show you these young kids. Share the show, y'all. This Black History today. You got to share the show. Where is he at? Check out what he was doing with these young kids. I'm gonna turn the music down a little bit because I don't know if the music copyrighted or not, and I don't want to get in trouble. But I want you to see what he's doing and read the captions. Yeah, I know I was muted, but y'all, that touched me. That touched me, man. Really, really touched me. That we have people doing something about this. He said, "I can't save every kid from fighting like at Atascocita." That terrible, I don't know what that was out there, Atascocita. But he said, "I can only put some positive." His summer basketball team, his AAU team, I think his son's on the team. I guess him and the moms get together and they have study hall. And I wonder how many other summer programs are doing that. How many other summer programs are doing that? Because the reason I want to talk about that because we got a lot of stuff. We used to talk about the problem in Houston. We're gonna talk about that again in summer basketball. And somebody tweeted again last night. I got wind of that tweet, so I'm gonna share that tweet with you. I'm gonna share it with you. You follow me, cause and I need. Let me tell y'all something, man. It's okay to comment. Yeah, listen. If your comment ain't that good, I might not do. But if your comment got some steam, I'm gonna address it. But now hold up. When I address it, don't get too. Just come back. Just explain to me why you're saying it. See, somebody brought up to me last night. He said, "Robert, people here in LA, they said, Robert, it was a guy on there talking. We don't know who he is. Comment. But we know who you are. So I got a responsibility, y'all, on this side. Just when I see it put on this feed, because if you put it on there, you ought to be able to back it up. You follow me? I just want y'all to understand that's not the big bad wolf. I just and make, like I said, God dealing with me. I'm gonna get a little bit. I wish I was a passionate person when I played, when I did everything, when I played instruments. I'm just me. I can't be nobody else. Listen. I can't be nobody else. So I just want to let y'all know that. But what else? I had another one. We're going to get there, but I had to share that with you. Somebody doing something about it. Young lady, somebody sent this to me this morning. Eagles assistant coach, Autumn Lockwood, is set to become the first black woman to coach in the Super Bowl. Awesome. Shout out to Autumn Lockwood, in a male-dominated society, a business, and she out there. She's gonna be a coach for them. So the Eagles. Okay, just watching these Eagles. The Eagles got first black woman coaching in the Super Bowl. The Eagles quarterback got a black agent, Nicole Lynn. Uh, so the Eagles winning, just the Eagles winning. Then I looked at some y'all, Jackson State University linebacker Aubrey Miller from HBCU. Let me repeat that. Jackson State's linebacker Aubrey Miller Jr., Jackson State, HBCU, was named the Defensive Player of the Day at the Senior Bowl. I don't know if you know, the Senior Bowl is going on right now. I used to attend it all the time. Every year in Mobile, Alabama. That's where all the seniors. It's called a Senior Bowl. It's the Reese's Senior Bowl. Everybody, all the agents, everybody in the business, the GMs, and everybody's in the same place watching these college seniors vie for, you know, their spots to get better evaluated so they can move up in the draft, in the NFL draft. So Aubrey Miller got Defensive Player of the Day at the Senior Bowl. That's big because guess what? Once you do that, all eyes are on you. That's all HBCU. Ain't that's what y'all ever want? All y'all wanted was the eyes to be on you. Well, guess what? Aubrey Miller, the eyes are on you. Oh, Mobile, Alabama. I like this spot. I like the place. Everybody in the same hotel. I mean, it's a unique experience if you really like football and you really want to be around it. But it's the stuff that behind the scenes is more unique. I mean, everybody's there. The financial planners there. The guys that make clothes there. Everybody there. You know, watching their client or trying to get a new client. What's up, Corey Henderson? Look at that. Yeah, I didn't know the name of the stadium, man. I used to just go to the stadium, man, and sit up there. I ain't gonna tell you no lie. It was cold as hell every time I went. I ain't gonna tell you no lie. I sit out there for a little while. Y'all meet me back at the hotel. I'm not thinking about that. Let's see. In commemorative. Hey, Sonya. Black History Month and Black History every day. But you know, I got something for y'all. Okay. When somebody tell y'all, okay. Oh, Mars Parsons played it last stadium. Let me put that on the screen, Mars. Hey, I didn't play. I walked around. It's cold as hell around there, Senior Bowl. In the combine, oh my God, in Indianapolis, it's freezing. So as all we do is just go in hotels and walk from hotels out to places and everybody meeting. It's a testosterone factory. That's why I didn't like it. It was work when I went there. Mark Edwards, he said, I'm excited about this year's Super Bowl. Think we're going to get a good game. Okay. You excited about it? Good man. When somebody asks you something like, why must you always concentrate on color? Especially somebody on the other side that's not your color. As always, I got a good answer for you. This answer from James Baldwin. I played it before, but I like to play it every year. Because I know everything is about race, yes. But James Baldwin said it so eloquently, y'all. Check this out.
And you have more in common with a white author.
I got it. I'm not going to even comment too much on that one for you. I just wanted to let you hear that so y'all can keep that. You can go and, later on, you can go to YouTube and just snip that piece out. When anybody tell you, they always had this. Yeah. Why must me always concentrate on color? Because everybody else is concentrating on it. So why shouldn't we? I know I want to kind of wait on Jimmy to get in, but it's a subject that I really want to talk about. Just talk about it. Just sit back. You know, I was thinking about, you know, thinking about Adam Clayton Powell, and I know people, especially friends of mine, they always say, "Boy, you are like that man." I said, it's really what has been from was hidden from me all of these years, and I never, when something is hitting and I find something, you ever found some money, you found some a jewel, or found something, you found something, y'all, I a person was visiting at my house, and I was out of town, and they had some friend people there, and an expensive watch came. Uh, it was missing, and it was just a certain number of people, and and my friend, he was putting it on another guy that was there. He was just, man, somebody. So I finally got back home, right, and I thoroughly, you know, I looked for the watch and couldn't find it, right. So one day I'm just sitting on the couch, and I dropped something out of my pocket. You know, you have these pockets right here, and these athletic pockets, and some slid down, and I slid down and deep in the couch. Guess what I found? The expensive watch. I was so happy. I was so glad to find that guy's watch, because he he accused him because they was the only one there, and he just figured somebody. He didn't realize whatever he did. He took the watch up and it slid down in the can. And I think about that all the time. When I found something like Adam Clayton Powell, and I felt like it was that watch. I found something, Jason Peters, that I just didn't know a man like this exist. And I, college educated, did not know a man like this walk past this man's statue in his building at least 8 times in my life. Did not know who this guy was. So it was like me finding something that I'm for real, man. It was like finding something, man, that I never, that seemed like it been hitting for me. I think about this, just imagine this. Imagine this. Your congressperson. Your congressperson in Houston. Sheila Jackson Lee. Or what's his name? Y'all know him. I know the guy's name. Sorry, man. I just know Sheila Jackson Lee. I know your name. It's going to come to me. Just imagine him. Adam Clayton Powell. Y'all got to watch this. He knew his constituents would never be able to come up to Washington, D.C. to see the Senate, a committee hearing. Do y'all know what he did? He brought the committee to Harlem. Because he was the head of the committee, that he could do that. Mark Edwards. Happy baby. Mark Edwards, Marte Cora. This man brought the committee to Harlem outdoors so all the constituents could see what goes on in a committee meeting. Man. Title VI of the Civil Rights Act of 1964. Y'all think all these other people did that? It's the greatest monument to Adam Clayton Powell. written into that legislation, y'all, was tax money that is collected from the whole people should not be used to serve one segment of people and exclude another segment of people, but rather it should be used for the whole benefit of people. That meant in certain government buildings that we pay, we couldn't even go perform, we couldn't go do this, we couldn't go here, we couldn't go here, but our tax dollars was paying for it. He changed that. Y'all hear me? When I tell y'all, and I know people be looking at, he was one of the most powerful men in America, black or white. But Ron DeSantis and a lot of these people don't want our young guys. All I'm sitting, you know what I'm really concerned about? This is what I'm really concerned about. A young man like me would have studied this man all my life. Where would I be? This stuff is real. This stuff is so real. And when we talk about sports, I love sports talk show. But somebody brought to my attention last night, Robert, if the kids don't know enough about this, they ain't gonna never make it to the sports field. I happened to go to a game last night, basketball game last night. Okay. Went to one on Monday. Sierra Canyon played on Monday. They beat this team. Then they played this team called Notre Dame last night. Okay. What I loved about the game, I got there and just sit down and just, hey, by myself. Sitting in the game, watching. All of a sudden, ladies and gentlemen, Chop Shop, y'all watch this. Notre Dame, we was at Notre Dame. Old school gym. I mean, with the stage on the stage in the gym. At the stage at the end of the gym, a private school. And what's so unique about it? I went in there and just watched the game. Penny Hardaway's son, to LeBron James' son, play on one team. Scottie Pippen's team, play on Sierra Canyon's team. Master P's son, play on the other team. I'd never seen him play before in my life. And I think he committed to U of H. U of H better lock down that commitment because he played pretty good. So I went in there. Nobody told me nothing about nobody. Morris, you got to hear this from Morris. Nobody told me nothing about Mark Evans, just for you. Nobody told me about no player. I didn't get no hype, Sonya Billings. I didn't get nothing. Sonya, I walk in there. I saw two guys just flat out killing. Yeah, listen to me. Listen to me. Forget Master P's son's dunk. I walked in this gym. This is what I love about no hype. You know how I always tell y'all, don't be telling me how good nobody is. Then when I get there now, and he ain't that good. One of my favorite guys, one of the young guys I love in this community. He bragged about a kid. I get there, the kid was terrible, and I mess with him about it every time. But I go in this game and I'm just watching, right? Master P's son might have had a dunk. But I immediately went to these people like this, y'all. I went to let me see where I was at. I went to Google, and I Googled the roster for Notre Dame, because I saw this white kid. Oh my goodness! I don't need to watch you go up the floor about 2 or 3 times and know who the baddest dudes in the gym. And let me explain to y'all too, before we go any further. Bronny James is one of them kind of dudes. I didn't know. I never paid attention to him. That one of the best basketball players in the country. So all of that talking about politics, Bronny would come and tell everybody in Houston a new asshole immediately right now. I'm going to repeat that. Anybody. I ain't saying, I've never said nobody better. I'm not them kind of guys. But hold on. Let me finish. King Sticks, let me finish. Mercy can't touch, don't compare Mercy to LeBron James. LeBron James Jr. is one of them dudes. In case of, well, it's politics. Me. Politics, he just played the game the right way. But I went in there, Dale Griggs, and saw this white first. It's two kids I'm finna highlight. You know, I know about Bronny, know about Ashton, know about Percy Miller. Mercy Miller. But I ain't never heard of these two guys, and they were the two baddest things in the building. Okay? Hold on. The two baddest things that had me going to my phone saying, who is this? Number one, Dusty Stromer. The white boy got a clip out of this world. He competes. He'll take you down to the block and kiss it off the back of the glass. He got a layup package. I said, whoa. I said, who is this? Listen, ain't nobody never told me nothing about Dusty Stromer. First time I ever heard. Then I look, Gonzaga. He going to Gonzaga. Todd Bowley. This is why I like to go and see games myself. I don't want nobody coming and hyping no player up and telling me nothing. I knew nothing about the two best players in the gym. Two of the best players in the gym. Because Bronny is right with them. But all of them great. Bronny's great. I did not know Bronny had so much body control. Bronny can play. Hey, y'all, I listen to y'all on Monday. Did you think? Hold up. Somebody asked me this question. I wish I knew who it was. Find Ivan Pettit Jr. Y'all share the show because this is about to be good. Ivan Pettit Jr. said, what do you think about Bronny being a McDonald's? Man, you got to be at your rabbit ass mind. Ain't nowhere in the world you can have a game and Bronny not in it. He's that good. I'm just getting that out the way. Had to witness it and said, forget what the others say. I saw for. Hold up. Dusty Stromer? Strmer? You better go Google him right now. Oh my goodness. He can shoot it from anywhere. And hold up. I thought St. John's and what's my boys over there? At Straight Jesuit. I thought they had the monopoly on the crazy fans, the wild fans in the stands. Notre Dame put them. I put Notre Dame right there with them. I put Notre Dame right there with them. The crowd was electric. I should have. You know what I should have known? When they called Dusty Stromer the last name in the lineup, the lineup, when they called his name, everybody, he was the last person called. Everybody in the gym went crazy. I thought they was just doing it because he was the only white boy on the team. Y'all hear me? Y'all follow me? Hey, Mark Edwards. They announced, the starting lineups. That dude got the craziest ovation in the building. I'm thinking, oh, he's just the lone white guy on the team. That's why he got it. Oh, my goodness. Somebody, y'all better go Google him. Dusty Stromer. Then I found out he was trying to talk. Check this out. He was trying to talk Wesley Yates into coming out there. I had to call Mr. Yates because Mr. Yates know all of these kids. Because his son and compete again. And I'm asking them about this. Hold up. Don't forget about Caleb Foster. Caleb, I call you after him because y'all 1A and 1B. Caleb Foster was just come. Y'all got to realize I did not know who these people were. He was pulling across half court at the logo and just letting that thing up, and that thing didn't hit nothing but pow, pow, pow. I said, whoa. I went to my phone. Who in the hell is number 3? No hype, no Doug Jones, no Jimmy Hicks, no Robert Carroll, nobody telling me how good nobody is. Hey man. Oh my God. But I got more. But I'm gonna take a break. I'm gonna come back. Because I want to talk about this first. I'm coming back. I got some more for y'all. I got some more to talk about Caleb Foster.
I'm Solomon, owner of Solomon and Bryant Wines. I am a proud native Houstonian, and as a result of my upbringing, love for wine, and my determination, I was blessed to start my own wine company. My logo symbolizes unity, strength, and perseverance. Solomon and Bryant encompasses a variety of wines. So go to our website, purchase your choice of wine, and we will deliver it to you anywhere in the country. Choose to be excellent. Make it a lifestyle. SolomonandBryant.com.
Houston, I got a wing restaurant for y'all to come check out. It's called The Wing Guru, and it's located in the Blodgett Food Hall, which is like a ghost kitchen. If you never heard of it, I'll explain that at the end of the video. But yeah, I started out with the fried catfish, the seasoned fries. Love this. The garlic sriracha wings, amazing. The Guru Gold, I get it was a 10 out of 10. Lemon pepper hot, I get it was a 10 out of 10. These are definitely my favorite. The Triple J's, I don't know what the hell kind of seasoning they use, but 10 out of 10. The fried okra was good. The seasoned fries, as you see, was pretty good. Fruit punch, they got it all. You can, they got all types of different wings and sauces to try out. So yeah, definitely try.
I'm back. Ladies and gentlemen, Caleb Foster. He going to Duke. See, what I really want y'all to get out of this, Mark Edwards, I walked in the gym not knowing. All you people trying to buy tweets and all that old kind of mess, and these dudes selling all this crazy ass stuff for y'all to buy. Listen, mamas and dads, I keep telling y'all, you got to get in the gym. Got to get in the gym. This was a big game. The loser goes to the winner goes to the open bracket. The loser goes to the other bracket. Bronny came. Them dudes had it on their mind. They put Bronny over me. I'm about to bust his ass. And they team won. But when I tell you, yeah, Gable Arena's daughter is on the girls' team. I didn't see no girls' basketball, Trey Phillips. But they got a girl named Juju Watkins on that team, had 60 points. Right before I got there, because I was wondering, why is this game before they said the girls' game is packed too, Robert. I got there right for the men's game. And this girl, Juju Watkins, had 60. Gilbert Arena's daughters play on that team. But Juju had 60. I don't know what the other girls had. But this dude, Caleb Foster, nice body. Pulling that thing from anywhere. You can't take it from him. You can't speed him up. Hey y'all, I got something for y'all. Hey man, I've been to high school games in Houston. Okay. I ain't seen nothing like this. Okay. We got to get better. All this whining and crying and talking about ain't nobody getting no love and no love. Hey man. We got to get better, man. I never forget first time watching Jaws, the movie Jaws. And I went out, and the guy went out in the ocean. He was looking for a shark. He had the little boat. Went out there. He went on the side, big the shark. Well, he said, we got to get a bigger boat. Hey, y'all. We got to get better. I'm gonna tell you. I ain't. I've been to high school games in Houston this year. I ain't seen no games like this. We got to get better. Glenn Bishop said, I mentioned the other day that the kids should be listed and not ranked. It's non-biased and scouts can see for themselves. No, these guys are ranked. I just didn't know, Glenn Bishop. I think they should be ranked because all rank mean is range. Y'all the one take it literally. I'm smart enough to know it mean range. If they had told me those two guys were ranked, it wouldn't have affected me. Cause they was the baddest. Then when I went and looked at the ESPN rankings after that, cause I never look at them, I said, "Oh, these guys on here already." So I don't buy your theory about. I don't buy that. Yeah, that could be your theory, but me, I like ranks. I told you, I like the Forbes 500, the Forbes 100. I like rankings. I like the way they rank teams. Ranking is range. Rankings is range. That's all it is. It's giving people parameters. Some people scared to rank, just like the people in Dallas. I'm not ranking because I don't want nobody mad at me. And some people got the nerve to do it, like the guys in Houston. Shout out to them guys in Houston who rank and ain't scared what none of these damn parents say. Shout out to y'all. I take my hat off to y'all. Who said, I was surprised that Caleb Foster didn't make the game. Caleb Foster is one of them dudes. Caleb Foster is the kind of guy that I want to represent. He look like he gonna play. Y'all know I don't say that much. I don't know how he gonna do in college. I don't know what they're gonna do in Duke. But as a high school prospect, he got a chance. He got a chance. He said, thank you for saying that. Some folks really have no idea. Y'all, we got to get better. Thank you. Y'all, we got to get better. Listen to me. I'm not talking down on us. I saw 3 monsters on the freaking same team. On the same team. 3 monsters. And I know, hold on. I know they can recruit. That's not fair because we got all about, but guess what? Guess what we got? We got the legacy. But we send our top kids like that. They want to go out of town. People in Houston don't give me no love. Do you give people in Houston love? Y'all know I'm getting to that. I got a topic. They don't give us no love. Who are you listening to? Who are you listening to? It ain't what they call you. It's what you listen to. They can call you out your you don't answer to that mess. They don't give me no love. Oh, I get tired of that. Better in development. I don't know. Is it Bella developed? Them dudes just was, listen to me, y'all. I ain't came on this show and talked about no Houston player like this, but Wesley Yates. He one of them. We need some more Wesleys. That's consistent. Y'all, what if I had went and them dudes had stunk the place up? I wouldn't have never, mamas and daddies, naysayers, I wouldn't have never looked them up. What if they was missing them shots they was making from way out there? I wouldn't have never looked them up. Them kids performed on the biggest stage. Mark said he also liked to walk in the gym and evaluate the best players, then look at the rankings. Dude, y'all, I am going to follow these two guys' careers. If these two guys was in Houston, you know they'll be my nephews. They that good. But what I want to get the point across to you is you never know who watching you. Them kids didn't know I was in there. Them kids don't know I can pick up a phone and call the general managers in the NBA and say, man, y'all got you. Y'all might be y'all have you something. Them kids didn't know. Them kids just balled out. They had some on their mind. Our kids got the wrong. I don't know what they got on their mind when they come to these games. Too cool to be in school. These dudes was not cool. They come right out the back. Bam, bam, bam. Bronny coming back. Ashton come back. Bam, bam, bam. I said, whoa, 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 whoa. And in their defense, and in everybody else's defense, these guys are able to recruit these guys. They supposed to have dudes like this, okay? But guess what? We got a team like that in Houston. But we want to go to Link Academy and Sunrise Academy and the Caddy, all the other places. Because people in Houston don't give me love. How much love have you given them? How much love have you given them, the people in Houston? Huh? Have you ever reached out to them? See, it's a two-way. All relationships, y'all, is two-way. A one-way relationship is toxic. Toxic. You just can't have one person doing all the giving. Parents, we got to stop that, man. You know, we got people tweeting about Houston #1 problem. Houston #1 problem. People ain't trying to solve the problem. Shit, there's so many damn problems you got to solve. It's like one of these forest fires out here in LA. It's so many fires you had to put up. Where do you begin? Houston's #1 problem is they got a whole lot of problems. Al Green, thank you, man. Al Green, thank you. Morris, why you take so long for? Al Green, yeah. Al Green. Hold up, Mark telling me something. Let me see. And this dude, Caleb Foster to move. Whoever, they know he was going to be good. This man that moved everywhere trying to be a McDonald's All-American and didn't make it. Maybe a kid like Caleb Foster needs you to be adopted his uncle because, hold up, let me see, because he didn't get into McDonald's, because he identified him as a dude. Yes, Caleb Foster, yeah. He could play on any team that Robert had a guy. Okay. Only thing I'm mad about, Caleb, you picked the wrong blue and white. You gonna make Doug Jones happy. I want you to make Penny Hardaway happy and make me happy. Boy, you done went to Memphis. Oh my God, Caleb. Caleb, you know I'm gonna call Penny. As soon as I get off with y'all, I'm headed back home tonight too. Robert Carey, yeah, I'm talking about you. That's my dude right there. He, I'm glad you're here today, Carl. It ain't, you're saying it ain't that many problems? Help me, I love it. Stop. You mean it's not? Hold up, I love this. See, this man just made my day. He said, hold on. He said, ain't that many problems. People got to start listening to these liars. People got to stop listening. So the #1 problem is the liars? That's another problem. All I'm telling you, Rob, on the show for the whole week, people been giving us all kind of problems. That's why I said we got a lot of them. This ain't for me, this from the people, Rob. This the people talk. Just like you talking, the people that spoke, Jimmy got a list over there of people were saying. It's a whole lot of problems. But they probably having them everywhere. Rob, ain't it? Yeah, yeah. Hey, Rob, I know you, Rob. Rob, don't say, Rob, don't say, ouch, if I didn't hit you. But I love you. I'm glad you're here. Rob, this is what I love. Hey, this is the guy right here. This is my guy right here. I'm going to tell you why. He's my guy. I'm going to tell you why I'm my guy. He said, man, this guy go bam, bam, bam. This guy go, blah, 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 blah. Man, we get to the game. He playing against my dude. Dude didn't bust a great. What I like about Rob said, you know what? He was doing good everywhere, but he didn't do nothing tonight. He didn't make up he didn't make an excuse. He just said, yeah, I thought he was going to show up a lot better than that. But Rob, I walked in the gym last night. Rob, I didn't know nobody. I didn't have no Rob Carroll telling me, Rob, go see this guy. Rob said, guys, got to stop listening live. Let me put that back on the screen. I like that one. Okay. Rob, I walk in the gym. And Percy Miller's team versus LeBron James team. And, I know Ashton, I knew LeBron, but I ain't know nobody else. I knew Percy, I'd never seen him play. But 2-3 times down the court, it was two dudes that I knew that I had to know who the hell they were. One is named Dusty Stromer, and the other name is Caleb Foster. Rob, I went to my phone and looked these guys up. Didn't nobody tell me who these guys were. Y'all don't understand. I had an out-of-body experience because I walk in a gym and don't know nobody. I'm sitting by myself. I don't know these people around me. I'm not going to ask them no question. And I see these two dudes. This white, let me tell you something. Caleb, I love you. But this white kid named Dusty, my dude. Dusty Stromer is my dude. Top-notch basketball. You ain't lying, Doc. It was top-notch basketball. LeBron James, listen to me. This dude has been in this business for 30 years. If anybody tell you LeBron James wasn't supposed to be on this team, you got to be out your mind. The problem is somebody got to be left off. And what if they told me a couple of two or three top guys like J.J. Jackson, they committed, they went to the school early, it was some more people would have been mad. So in these games, I done learned, let's just leave them alone. Let the guys, the 24 play. LeBron James is one of them dudes. He is one of them dudes. Y'all had me about to listen to y'all ass talking about him, talking about he is one of them. He one of them. But Dusty Stromer, he going to the perfect school for him. He going to Gonzaga. Oh my goodness. I don't know if he's going to be an Adam Morrison or not now. You know what I'm saying? Adam Morrison, top pick. But this white boy, and I didn't have a chance to meet him after the game because, when LeBron and them play, these kind of high-profile people play, man, they usher them kids out. Them kids disappear. I still didn't, in my mind, because I'm taking it all in, I still didn't see LeBron and them walk out the gym. I mean, Bronny's and them team, because and then I talked to people, they said, oh man, you won't see them after the game on the road. You see them after now. When I was at Seattle Canyon, everybody came out because it's so secure. Man, it's like Fort Knox trying to get in Seattle Canyon. Y'all, I mean, it was just unbelievable, man. I'm serious, man. I saw the guys. Hey, you camera guys. Oh, you camera guys. I got something for you. I watched this. See, y'all got to understand, I'm soaking this stuff in now. The camera guys. They had the cameras. Y'all know how y'all had your cameras like this? On the baseline, it was about 10 of them. They was doing this at the same time. They were going here, the ball go this side. The ball go this side, it go over this side. I should have videoed it because it was all like they look like the Temptations, the Temptations and the Four Tops plus two. They were saying. I just loved it. I just loved it. I mean, I'm watching this stuff, and all I thought about is the guys in Houston being around a game like that. That game, man, it was some dudes, man. That Dusty, y'all, that Dusty and that Caleb and Dusty. Them Percy Miller, that dunk, oh my good, y'all got to understand the dunk was right there by me. Because I sit right behind the Notre Dame's bench. Cause I'm gonna tell y'all, I'm gonna show y'all why I didn't sit behind Brownie's bench. Because this gym was old school gym that had, it's old school. Had the, it's an auditorium type. Had the stage at the end of the court. So it wasn't nowhere to sit. So I wasn't finna go over there and sit with Bronny or Savannah and all of that crew right there. I just couldn't do it. I know I'd have been on the camera a million times. I just couldn't do it. I sit all the way on the other end. But it was fun seeing these young men, y'all. And my story as parents, when you're out here doing all of this whining and, I know for your kid, I understand. But make sure you never know who's in the gym. So they got to practice so hard that the games become easy. See, I'm talking about you elite kids who say y'all elite. And the guys who are not that elite, you got to be consistent, man. So when a guy like me walk in the gym, so if I was ever talking to a GM about a player, don't you know I'm going to mention Dusty and I'm going to mention Caleb? I mean, I hope y'all know that. So you never know in the gym, mamas and daddies. So just make sure we said he played on the circuit, but them folks ain't looking at your son. If your son don't do what these Caleb, mama and daddy didn't have to tell me nothing. But when I saw them dudes, and I know that's the cream of the crop. Caleb didn't grow up out there. Caleb played for Team Thad. Went to one of them. Did he go one of them schools, and then wound back up out there, and then he went everywhere. Caleb, them people were seeking McDonald All-American stuff and still didn't get it. To do all that moving, you're seeking to be a McDonald All-American. This is for me learning from Jimmy. So Mark said, what do you do? What do you think some of the main issues are? Greed, lack of basketball, too many basketball people. I don't know. I'm asking y'all. He said Caleb makes a head coach's job. Oh my God, Mark, you've seen this Caleb's game. Mark, that's exactly what I said. Hold up, y'all. Hold up. Mark Edwards, you wasn't there. I was there. Let me show you something Caleb did. I don't know if anybody saw it. He said Caleb makes the head coach's job easy. He allows the head coach to sit down on the side. Mark, you exactly right. After timeout, them dudes one dude was over there talking to the coach. Two dudes, and he said, no, y'all get over here and talk to me. Hey, Mark Edwards, let me put this back on the screen. This Robert Carroll, I saw this with you remember, I'm right behind that bench. Robert Carroll, it was a stoppage in play. And they wasn't in the place, they wasn't in the proper places to be when Sierra Canyon was shooting the free throws. And he brought both. He said, come here, man. You're supposed to be right here. You're supposed to be right here. What the hell you over there talking to the coach? I got this. I said, wow. Mark, I don't know how you knew that. But see, y'all, see the stuff that when I watch it, the game, I watch the bench. I watched everything. Y'all think about it. I done told y'all about the bench. I done told you about the players. I done told y'all about the cameraman. I done told you. Because I want to know the experience of a game. I want to give you, let's see, Mark Edwards said, what do you do? He said in Lion. I mean, we're going to get back to you. We're going to get back to you. A whole lot, a whole lot of wolves in sheep clothing. What do you mean, Marcus? I mean, not Marcus. I'm about to call you Marcus Carroll, Robert Carroll. Wolves in sheep clothing. A lot of wolf in sheep clothing. So you saying it's some people getting preyed on because a wolf is a prey, is a predator, and we got a lot of people out here getting preyed on by wolves. I hope that's what you're saying. I think that's what you're saying. Trey Phillips said consistency because you never know who walk in the gym. Them guys don't know I was in that gym. Them little dudes, and I'm going to repeat this again. Them little dudes played like they had something on their mind. I'm about to bust Bronny's ass tonight. They put Bronny up. I'm 31. They put Bronny up to 28 over me. I'm finna go at him. I'm finna run his team out the gym. And Bronny them in day defense. But I know it ain't no excuse, but I got to tell you. Listen, they missed 15 free throws. And about 8 or 9 just wide open, just layups. I don't know. I just don't know why these, like, I see a lot of college players missing layups. Why are these kids, Mark Edwards, why are these kids missing so, especially in girls basketball? Texas Southern women has missed 1,000 layups already this season. I'm getting down to your tweet. I'm getting down to your comments, y'all. Old school beating the bushes. Okay. The way it's supposed to be. Hats off. Let me keep going. Y'all, somebody said chill. Backdoor exit game. Yeah, they get out of there, man. So you said Bronny is better than Wesley? I didn't say Bronny was better than Wesley. How the hell I said that? I don't have a rankings team, but guess what? Wesley and Bronny, they're in the same conversation. Wesley's bigger, wider. Bronny's probably more explosive. So you pick your point. Bronny's range on that jump shot, oh my freaking God. I wouldn't say neither one of them is better than either one of them. But me personally, I like the bigger. If I have a tool, I'd rather have a bigger tool, so I take West. King Stick. King Sticks, you got to go to these games. Instead of having your ass on the computer all the time, get on a plane and go to some of these games, and you can see these people up close instead of looking on Twitter all the damn time. Okay? LeBron James, a lot better than I thought he was. LeBron James Jr. Bronny is a lot better in person. I saw him do some stuff that normal humans can't do. Tell him. I saw him do something, contort his body and kiss it off the glass with his left hand. Yeah, he's different, pimp. He's different. It's subjective to who you like. I can never tell you who's better than nobody. Nah. That's a stupid argument. Who's better? Who's better, LeBron and y'all notice I never get into LeBron and MJ debate with these people. I just said I've had the advantage of seeing both of them. And I said people feared Michael. Wherever he went, feared him. What else we got? What about the kid Chris Johnson here in Houston? What about him? I haven't seen enough of Chris. I've seen early in his career, Chris was nothing. I never came out of a game watching Chris. And I haven't seen him in the last probably, 2 years, maybe a year and a half. I don't even remember the last time I seen him. But I never talked about him the way I'm talking about these guys. And I ain't saying who's better. But I talked about him. When I saw him, it just didn't translate. I just ain't, in my defense, I haven't seen enough of Chris Johnson. He said, what about, I haven't seen enough about it. Let me tell you, he said, what was at Oak Hill before? Okay, was that Oak Hill? Yeah, yes. I know he was at one of them schools. He said, I just saw the dump. I was looking for you like blue chips. Yeah, Percy had a dunk, y'all. I'm just telling you. I've seen enough of Caleb. Dude, Caleb is that dude now. Hey, man, if Caleb was in Houston, oh, my freaking God. Yeah, he must see TV. Y'all, this big old strong guard just comes down the court, and if you don't pick him up, bam, from logo, back to back. Then he'll take your little bitty ass in that post, and kiss it off, pass that thing for. Shit, okay. I'm just telling you. That's just my, hold up. That's just my humble opinion. I'm not getting paid. I don't have no website. Ain't no coach telling me this. This just me seeing what I saw. Maybe if I go see Caleb again, he might not be that good. But on this night, he was unfreaking believable. He said, if a head coach has to coach every possession, then he ain't got the point guard. Okay, let's go. He said, was the game on TV? I don't know if the game was on TV. I was at the game. What the hell I care about it being on TV or not? I was at the game. 15 layups. Yes. They missed a lot. Now 15 free throws, about 8 to 9 layups. Robert Carroll said, let me see. I love to hear y'all. See, I love this. They will tell you everything you want to hear. Oh, they'll tell you everything you want to hear, the parents, to make you spend your money, and then will use you as disposable toilet paper. This goes for AAU directors too. Yeah, that's a problem. How do we solve it? Because, somebody said we don't have no solutions. How do we solve a problem like that, Robert Carroll? Great answer. I'm going to put it back up there. How do we solve a problem like that? I'm trying to get it where I can stay up there. Hold on. I want, there you go. I want it to stay up there for a second, Rob. How do we get the parents? What's the solution? Damn, I thought I left it up there. What's the solution, Rob? You said these wolves in sheep clothing, these are liars in this summer basketball in Houston, because they lying all over the country, but we concerned about Houston. So they lying in Dallas too. He said they will tell you everything you want to hear to the parents, I guess. The parents? Yeah, just to make you spend your money, and then you be used like disposable toilet paper. And this goes for AAU directors, scouts, and so on and so forth. Wow. So this is what I was talking about a long time ago, Robert Carroll, when I said that these people been drinking a dirty glass of water. So when I come in with a clean glass of water, I even learned some today, and I want to share with y'all. Clean glass of water. They look at me like I'm crazy. What's his angle? Y'all ain't got no angle. I was one of y'all. I was a parent. But I was just a parent that just didn't sit well, having a man think he had that much control over what my son does. I just found out today, somebody told me, a lot of people didn't like me because of that. And y'all know what I say is 2 words. Ever. Yes, yeah. And one of y'all might be watching. Yes, F you. But, Robert Carroll, what can we do? Talk to me. Tell me where we can go. Let me see, let's go here. Mark said, he said, but a kid has to be coached on those aspects at the point guard. I said, okay, I got you. You're right. You're right. Okay, you're right. 100,000 layups. Hey, they don't, at least what he said they didn't finish with the eye. Chuck, I be saying this and people be looking at me like, I say this on the radio when I'm calling the game. Because this college players don't, man, they sometimes they get in there and their eyes blink at the last minute. And it's a survey and people were telling me their eyes would blink at the last minute. A lot, what I've been seeing a lot, especially in women's basketball, you know the corner of the goal right there, that little corner, they always getting hit throwing the ball right there in that corner, not getting the ball high enough and getting hit right there in that little corner at the edge. I don't know, especially in women's basketball, they're not getting no lift on the layups. Oh, Gary. I promise you, if y'all ever get a chance to talk to my son, ask him about the layup line. We finish every layup and we run and sprint all your ass all the way back to half court and then get in line. Never cheat this. Sprint. After you make that layup, sprint your ass and touch that half court line. You know how people just come in and just cut it in line. Ever asked him, I said, don't you ever do that. People watching. Gary know. He been watching. The layup line's terrible. Okay. I guess this, stop listening to everybody they say and pay attention to what they do. Oh, I like that. Robert Carroll, right? What y'all done got into my boy? Robert Carroll, thank you, man. Robert Carroll, I started to call you last night. I said it's too late because, we 2 hours behind. I ain't messed with you last night. I started to call you last night. He said that's the main problem, believing. So people believe the lies. And then when the lies, they find out about the lies, it's messed up. Yeah. So it's a lot of lying. Okay, I like that. So the number one problem in Houston basketball is not that people, let me see, how they put that? How they put it? Hold on. I gotta go back. Gotta go back and find them notes. You know how I am. I gotta go back and find it. So that number one problem just is the line. The line. I love it. Let me see if I have it. Wait, did I have it in here? Oh, mailbag. It's under the mailbag. My bad. See, y'all, you know what? I really got my stuff very organized. It said Houston's number one problem is no one ever has a solution. So, excuse me, sir. Courtney Dion, because you wanted me to call your name. Robert Carroll said, stop listening to these lies. Hold on, let me put another. Let me show you Rob so cool before I'm gonna put another. The main thing, the problem is lies. So Houston's number one problem is not that we never have a solution. It's too many people around here lying to the kid and the parents. I love that Robert Carroll. Barry McDonald, what did I say to make you laugh? I don't know, because you can tell he worked on his game compared to last year. Who you talking about, Barry? My bad. See, I'm behind, Barry. That's a good point. Gary said, watch a little more basketball. Oh, Ron Holland. What'd you say about Ron Holland, bad man? Well, y'all don't mention Ron Holland. Ron Holland is one of them. You can go on with that, Gary. I don't know why y'all mention his name. He one of them. Hold up. We got solutions today. Want someone to tell you something to stroke your ego, parents and kids, when you should listen to people that have your best interests at heart. So here's another solution. Stop listening to some. Hold up. I'm going to give y'all some. And I got it in my notes, but I want to make sure I don't want to mess it up. Hold up. Here, it might be here. Hold on. This might be here. This might be it. This might be it. Hold up, y'all. I got it. I know I got it. But Maya Angelou, she was talking about don't pick up, don't weigh so much on the accolades. Then you don't have to be burdened with the criticism. She said it something like that. That's what I got at her. Hold up, man, hold up, and man, I be mad at myself, man. Angelou, I be mad at myself because I be wanting to have it. Here you go. I found it. They asked her, how do you handle the adulations and acclaim that come with your career? She said, it's really quite simple. If I don't pick it up, then I don't have to put it down. Hold on. Let me open my bottle of water. Ooh, wee! Hold on, y'all. Then the reporter said, and I'm behind on y'all comments, but I'm going to get to them. Then the reporter said, what do you mean? And she responded, if you don't pick up the praises of people, then you don't have to put down their criticisms. Hold up, y'all. Can I play something? Hold on. Hold on, music. Hold on. Let me play something. Hold up, y'all. Hold up. No, I ain't gonna go there. Hold up. Oh yeah. Hold on. What was that? Hold up. I'm looking at you. Hold up. I'm looking at Robert Carroll said. Okay, let's see. Honestly, I don't know about it. 30 years a Duke fan. Yeah, Caleb Fawcett. Yeah, y'all got something to be excited about. Robert say already answered. That's your Robert. Bingo. Hold up, y'all. I got to put on my glasses. Y'all, I got to either make this thing big. I told y'all I ain't got my double monitors today. Chuck said first parents. Okay. Is this a solution? Let me see. Chuck said first parents need to have a goal in mind when it comes to club ball. That's a good solution. Not every player is equipped to play at the next level. Not all clubs can put players in position to be seen. Oh! Hey, Chuck, I love Chuck. That Chuck and that Trey Phillips. I don't know what to say about them two. Yeah, I can play that song. That's a royalty-free song. I like that, Chuck. Chuck, I like that. Hold on. They said call AU some line. Hold up. Odyssey said they should call it LA. Hold up. Odyssey, quit being, man. Line ass AU Summer League. Huh. Hold up. Hold up. That's for Odyssey. He said, did anybody read about the 90-year month? Yeah, getting killed at the game. We read about that. I'll talk about it. Don't want that action. When I'm baseline and that contact open, yeah, okay, I got you. Okay, let me see if anybody. Hey, Sterling Creeks, he said, that's true, dudes. Be too damn cool in them layups now. Okay, I'm getting to y'all stuff now. Dallas basketball line. Stop it. What's this? I like what Robert Carroll said. I love what Robert Carroll. It ain't what you say, it's what you do. Robert Carroll, man, thank you, man. Don't you go nowhere, because I got another thing I want to talk to you. I need all y'all basketball guys in here, because I'm going to bring up something. I ain't going to wait on Jenny. I'm just going to get these comments out the way. Robert Hatter, the layup is not the only things that's missed. The pregame warm-ups. No one is going hard or sweat. That's a good one. How to plus their life for their benefit. Wow. Huh. Ron Holland is a dude, absolutely. Robert Carroll, are the lies being told to the kids and the parents who really don't know no better? Yeah, a lot of these people. And so they tell you don't watch this show. Anybody tell you don't watch this show, they trying to hide something from your ass. Anybody tell you I don't watch that old show, they trying to hide something from your ass. I'm telling you, because Robert Haller gonna tell it. I ain't got no league. I ain't got no website. I ain't got nothing. I'm gonna tell it. Yes, sir. I'm gonna tell my folks. Because I was one of y'all. What Odyssey? Odyssey. I coached my daughter when she was little miss layups, and I'm telling her, I kept it on paper. We had the same night, same gym, same night, or the next morning, she running them bleachers for every miss layup. Ooh-wee. I ain't doing it like that. Damn, I should have ran it, little ass. I ain't running for that. I should have. Tanya said, I just told my line sister, Bettina, to log on and get these. Oh, it's about to get crazy. He here. It's about to get crazy. To talk too long. Man, I'm not going to be, I got a plane to catch. I'm not going to be on here all night with your ass now. I'm just letting you know. You better get it in there. You better hit it and quit it. I got a plane to catch. I got to get back home. Hey, yeah, y'all, let me, Jimmy, best trip ever. I'm in love with another human being. That's crazy. That's not my son and not my daughter. This little dude, I don't know why y'all do me like this. Sandra didn't prepare me for this. Y'all just treat me like this. And I remember Jimmy used to talk about that grandbaby this and that grandbaby this and grandbaby. Man, everything I'm talking about is about little Jim Bug. I sit over there and say, look, what is it that y'all need? What is it that y'all use the most? I told them. They said they told me. They should have told me. They should have told me, Jimmy. Listen, they gonna bring a crate. They gonna bring a crate up in that mother tomorrow night. But what's up, Jimmy? Jimmy, I've been talking about. I didn't even tell you about this, Jimmy. I've been talking about. I had a experience last night that I wish everybody in basketball could have. I went to a basketball game last night. I didn't realize, nobody hyped it up. Nobody just said, well, Ashton them won the game. LeBron, they won their first game. Jimmy, they moved to the next round. And all they said, they playing Notre Dame. They playing Notre Dame. They didn't tell me who was playing for Notre Dame or nothing. Well, I went to the game. Somebody said, I heard the announcer said, Mercy Miller, some Miller. So I said, okay. I didn't think none of it. But Jimmy, I saw this white kid and this brother. Dusty Stromer is the baddest white dude I've seen in the long. Jimmy, I didn't know nothing about this boy. He was tearing a new asshole. And Jimmy, he came out there, what you be saying? Ain't no such thing as a bad game in a big game. Jimmy, he came out there like, I got some. Whop, Jimmy, he got some of this. Pow. I got some of this on my mind. Deep. Jimmy, I should have knew it, Jimmy, in the layup. I mean, in the introductions, right? He was the last name called, right? And everybody went crazy. I'm thinking, because what? He the only white boy on the team. And it's a white school. I mean, it's a private school. I'm thinking, I didn't know he was that dude. And Jimmy, he didn't take but 2-3 trips up and down the court. And Jimmy, get what I did? I went straight to that phone and looked for that roster and said, who is this? Then Jimmy, another one come down and just stop on a dime and pull from about 30 2 times on the road. I said, who is him? That's Caleb Foster. Number 31. Jimmy, you know I went to the rankings. I went back to the rankings last night. Jimmy, they had me going to the rankings last night. And these people talking about they don't like rankings. I love rankings. Because all it did show me, Jimmy, I know what the hell I was looking at. I said, these two That ain't nowhere in the world. And LeBron James, son, he is supposed to be on any damn list in this country. Cause if I'm telling you, I didn't know he was this good. See, I love it when high major going against high major. Jimmy, it was one of the most well played games I've ever seen. So, Jimmy, I got two new nephews. I got old Dusty Stromer. That's my dude. And Caleb Foster. He going to Duke, Jimmy. Duke got to go. What else you got, man? I'm finna mute myself because I'm going to blow one up.
Well, I said you got a old piece of tissue over there with you, man. What's going to happen to you? Boy, well, you know,
Hey, y'all, it's cold in California, man.
No, but it's raining and cold in Houston. I can deal with one or the other, but not both of them. And that's what's happening in H-Town right now. Raining and cold. That knocks me out every time. And I'm about a half a day away from being all the way right. I'm good. We'll see how long I can talk without my throat getting right. Hey, let me tell you something. I had to go all old school. I done tried. My old ain't really, rest in peace, ain't really out of Clarence and Winfield, Louisiana. I had to go and pull up some of her little methods, back at country methods. You know, you get your Vic salves, rub on your feet. I done went and doubled up sweaters. Now that's the thing. And a lot of people, you know, it's never too old to learn. And that's one of these things about these young people. Mm-hmm. You know, when we were young, our parents always told us like, don't go out there and don't put some over your head, put some over your feet, put some on when you get sick. And I was one of those guys that I tried to understand the why later on. Why I need to put this on and why I need to put a hat on. And they would explain to. Then you get older, these young people here, they ain't trying to hear it. So they get sick and they don't understand how to remedy themselves. They don't know about none of these old school remedies. Like I mentioned the Vic salve, I mentioned the sweaters. If you got yourself feeling like you get a temperature, right? If you feel like you got a temperature, the key to it is to go to bed bundled up with layers of clothing on. You got to break what they call break the fever. So then you got to break it. That means you're gonna wake up in the middle of the night and one or two of those shirts are gonna be wet. Here's the key. You got to take that off and put on some more clothes and then go back and lace up again. That's what people don't want to do because you be so tired and don't want to get up out the bed because you feel so weak. My Aunt Willie told me a long time ago how to, and this is true stuff. This is some funny shit too. They say when you get sick, it's gonna come out of 5 different holes. It's up to you.
Man, hold up, man. Hey, man, don't you come on here with that, man.
Well, you know 2 of them.
Ain't Willie.
I'm just saying. So you know 2 of the holes right there. That's 2 of them. 2 of them are free spaces and bingo. You know 2 of those holes, right?
You got 2. You got 2 up here.
Well, that's one. I'll be counting as one.
Got the mouth.
So that's 1.
The mouth.
That's okay. I'm sorry. That's 3. That's 4. And the other one is your pores. As a unit. Okay. So that's your 5 holes. Mm-hmm. Now it's up to you. If you can eat, then that stuff inside you can latch on and you can push it out. Because if you can make what they call a stool, back in the old days, they call it a stool. If you can make a stool, then you win because that's the quickest way to get well. But most people can't make a stool because they don't have no appetite to eat. So with me, I just got to make myself get out. I've been trying to eat everything that moves, and that way you can get the stool. You win. It's going to save you a half a day to a day of that. Another thing, that neti potty is a winner, Hatter. That thing you got to pull in your nose, you got to turn your head sideways, and you got to make that way and it come out the water, the solution come out the other nose. You ain't never tried that neti potty? The neti potty, little blue teacup looking thing, you put the solution in there, shake it up, and pour it in your nose, and it comes out. It's like Roto-Rooter, if you really think about it. Same thing. It's Roto-Rooter, but it's for.
I use Navage, the nasal.
Well, I got one of those too.
No, I'm messing with you.
Long to clean it after you get done with it. I ain't got time to be doing all that stuff. I best whoop, and then there you good. That's a good one. B. Scott, shout out to B. Scott. B. Scott heard me the other day and came and brought me a medicine ball from the Starbucks that they was talking about. That's a good one. That's a good one. You know, but at the same time, once you see it, you know, I can make that myself. You know, I made me another variation of that. But I've been, you know, that's all they're doing is stay your ass indoors for the most part. And that's the thing that's the ultimate key. But let's talk some what I see old Angel Verdejo on there. He said, hey, he's giving a medical sermon today on a bingo card. Well, you never know what you're gonna get on
Staying
the
out
chop.
of this, man. I'm
You
staying out of this.
never know. You never know what you'll get on the chop shop. But I'm telling you guys, hey, I'm giving you some, you know, there's some good old school remedies and stuff works. But if you break that fever, make sure you take off your clothes, put some dry stuff on, and then it helps out a long way. And that's the thing. So what all do we talk about, man? What's on the
Hey, I wanna talk about the problems because Robert Carroll gave us some great solutions. Jimmy,
okay.
I'm finna go back to it. Let me see. I hope I got all of them. He said, people got to stop listening to these liars. It's one of the great solutions in Houston. They got to stop listening to these liars.
Well, you identify the liars first, though. You got to identify the liars.
Okay, all right, okay. I'm just telling you, we got to.
All,
He said,
all
you
the,
got
all
to
the
identify
most,
who lied. Yeah, absolutely. It's a
all the
lot of.
most non-truthful.
He said,
You know?
it's a lot of wolves in sheep clothing out here. Hold up, let me go back down. Let me go. Jimmy, it was getting good, man. He was getting to me. Hold up, where did he start at? He said, wanting some. He said the parents wanting people. And he said, want someone to tell you something to stroke your ego, the parents and the kids, when you should be listening to people that have your best interests at heart. But how do the parents know?
How do you know?
How do
That's
you
the
know?
thing. How
But
does a
you'll never know, Jimmy.
yeah, you know, you won't. It's ways you can test a person though. That's the thing. We make
Mm-hmm.
this stuff sound so easy, like you know, like when people think about that stuff.
Mm-hmm.
There was a time, and a lot of the powers that be have relaxed from using this verbiage so aggressively. But remember back in the day, let's go all the way back 30 years ago, like Allen Iverson's in those 90s and stuff. When guys would make it to the league, they would use the term posse, entourage, and you know, of the guys that would be around guys when they walk in the buildings. And then, but LeBron had one of those same posses and entourages when he walked in. And look how it worked out for him and his posse slash entourage. Well, they would make it in such a negative connotation when they would say that about people. And there would be some of these guys in that were along with them would be cousins, would be uncles, would be brothers, would be your next door neighbor. And that's just like your brother when you leave the neighborhood. And that would be part of that. And then we would fall for it. And they would try to tell those kids that you can't, you know, I know Big Pookie, that's your first cousin, but you can't be seen. And a kid be want to understand, well, hell, Big Pookie been in my life since I was a little boy. We that's my mama's sister's son. That's my first cousin. And so they don't look at it like that. So how do you tell if a person has your best interest at heart? Because for a parent, if you've been around and when a kid was getting out the mud, and you've been there, and their parent has made peanut butter and jelly sandwiches for you and those kids, the next door neighbors throughout the years, picked them up from school. Their mom picked you up from school, and y'all spent the night at each other's house. Y'all done went to the movies together, went to play kickball together, whatever. And all of a sudden now they're saying, no, you can't trust him. You don't know. You don't really know. And
We're
that's the
talking
thing.
about the liars in the basketball community. Not the liars in your posse right now. Liars in the Houston. We're talking about Houston.
In the basketball community, it's a lot of people that they realize that if they told you the truth, it's kind of like the Santa Claus theory. If you told a kid that Santa Claus don't exist after you done built them up to believe that Santa Claus is going to bring them all the gifts that they want just for them being good, and you finally tell them that there ain't no Santa Claus, that kid might not take it properly. So a lot of people in this business would prefer it to just tell you what you want to hear, because it seems like if they don't tell you, they might feel if they don't tell you what you want to hear, then you might go somewhere else. So we have it's the blame. It goes across the board. At the worst case scenario, it's a 51% to 49%. 51% is on yourself, on you. The majority, you're a majority stockholder in the blame, you. Because there's ways, your human element. First of all, like you said, we're raised talking about cousins and entourage and posses. First of all, this guy just came into your son's life. At what age? That matters. That matters. If all of a sudden your son start playing good basketball, and all of a sudden he making buckets, all of a sudden now people calling your phone. So he came into your life at that point. That's a red flag right there. That don't mean don't trust him, but that's a flag.
Why is that a flag, Jimmy?
Because you need
Some
to
people
vet
can
him.
just meet good people at the right time because it's timing and it's seasons for everything.
But you need to vet them. That's what I'm saying. It's a
But
red flag.
Rob did say that. He said you got to do your due diligence.
You gotta vet.
Yeah.
You gotta vet.
Right.
It
Okay.
reminded me of the Kendrick Davis scenario when Kendrick Davis was in high school. He grew up playing for the team that was based out of the Salvation Army Boys Club. Man, that off Aldine Westfield Road, off that and Jensen between by Tidwell, right? His coach was Tyrone Mingo, right? They called nickname him Boney. Me and Boney played Little League Baseball together for the Reds with Mr. Edwards back in the days over at Smoky Jasper Park. And well, Boney grew up in that community. He was a star basketball player also at Sam Houston High School back in those 80s. So Kendrick Davis' mom, they know Boney. He was in his life early on. But at a certain time when Boney started when that team, the Houston Hawks, they start winning, and this kid, Kendrick Davis, everybody talking about him, man, this is the next one. And he's like, oh man, people say it all the time. Nothing but another midget, 5'7", what at the time, whatever. Then all of a sudden you finally see him play, and you say, whoa, this dude might got something. Then people start coming into the mother's life that wasn't there. And guess what? Like you said, it might have been for the better. You get when he played with Marlon Lowe on the sneaker circuit, and Marlon Lowe, had one of the good on the good side of, you got good and you got really, really known for bad. He's not known for being an ultimate fabricator, but he provided an opportunity for this young man to go and travel abroad on the Adidas circuit. But you still have to vet, which that mom, they vetted Marlon Lowe. They wrestled with that idea. It wasn't, and the same thing like with Jeray Foster. Remember, Jeray Foster played with the Rock Stars, I think, back in the days. And they wanted him to come.
Speaking of him, Jimmy, we're gonna bring him on the show because he wants to come on the show. We're gonna bring him on. He texted me the other day. We're gonna get with him next week.
That'll be an awesome conversation with him, because this is a kid that many people thought was going to be, and once he got to college, thought he was going to be one and done after his first year at SMU. And injuries occurred. Injuries is part of the game.
Yes.
And it just derailed everything. But he got his degree. I mean, his mom, Sam, she all of her kids got college degrees. She was a single parent for most of the
great woman.
That's very, 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 that's extraordinary. But my point is, they didn't let Jeray Foster go and play that in other way. She vetted. She didn't trust the system. She wanted to leave him where she trusted the most, because academics was a foundation in her household, and that's Miss Sam. And I didn't know. I started doing, like, being around them and looking and going to the games. I realized this daughter got a degree. This daughter got a degree. The son got a degree. And I'm like, oh, okay, I see why. Then Rice, he was gonna go to Rice, but he went to SMU, and then Larry Brown was there at the time. And so you're like, okay, I see the academic component that's in there. But it's I like the conversation. And Rob,
it was great.
The thing is now is,
so Jimmy, cause you remember the question at hand, okay? Was the main question, the topic. I mean, see, I always like to go back to where it said Houston's number one problem is no one has a solution. So a solution would be here. A solution would be you have to vet people that's being around your son, especially if he's a top-notch basketball player. But what about the rest of the people who are not top-notch basketball players? So
Woo.
so we have to so we just can't just talk about the top notch. This is a whole industry. He said Houston have a problem, number one problem. He didn't say nothing about Houston's top players got a number one problem. Maybe he was talking about that because the other part of the tweet was people just talk about what's wrong and who and what is the problem. And then, who and what, but we have to talk about who and what's in the problem. I keep telling people, in order to solve the problem, you got to know who and what. So Robert Carroll said, it's some liars in this community. And we got to figure out, because a lot of y'all know who they are. And a lot of y'all, I mean, you see, in my responsibility is, I got a platform for y'all. Y'all got an email, Chop Shop Thx at gmail.com, that you can call us, email us and tell us stuff about it. You can put it on the feed. You put everything else on the feed. So if somebody has lied to you in this basketball community, then hey, let's talk about it. Listen, we're gonna have to have this hard conversation. It's a hard conversation to have. But if you want a solution, nobody have a solution. We got to talk about this. Jimmy, and I'm gonna interject here. Because I had another tweet. Somebody just sent me this morning. Boy, I love y'all. Whoever be sending me them tweets, y'all, he know who he is. Man, let me tell you something, dude. I mess with you. Because you help me. Because a lot of this stuff in this basketball community, I ain't gonna tell you no lie. I didn't even know how to deal with these clowns. I didn't. I didn't. And this is kind of troubling me, Jimmy. You said it's easy for you. You done did this stuff so much, and people just think automatically because I've been around this game, I didn't have to deal with this because my son didn't have needs like So I hold on. I watched this, right? And somebody gave me some very, very good insights. Somebody said, a guy named Shermo, since y'all want me to call y'all names out here, y'all want to be important. He said, Quinn Grimes get more love around the world from strangers than he got or gets from the basketball community in his own city. Let that sink in. He's a burger boy and all. This could be one of the problems too. Because a lot of people want to leave Houston and go Houston because we don't give them no love in Houston. So they want to leave and leave and leave. We got guys, we had, I guess people leaving from everywhere. But I thought about Jimmy. Somebody said something. We got a national team right here. Why didn't y'all leave and go to Legacy? If you wasn't happy, Legacy play a national schedule. So, but I want y'all input. I see ain't nobody said a damn thing when I said that. So Quinn Grimes get more love around the world from strangers than he got or gets from the basketball community in his own city, and let that sink in. What do y'all think about that? I want to hear all you people been commenting, good or bad, for or against. I think this statement is true. I think it is when I look at it. Then DJ Anderson come back right behind that tweet and said Houston is notorious for hating on their own. See, he said that's untrue. Okay. I'm glad that's why. Then somebody came and said, agreed, 100%. Then somebody said, the basketball gods never go wrong, OG. So, Then somebody said betting on himself and all that. I'm talking about. But is it true? What do you think? What about the statement? Do y'all not, the basketball community? He said the basketball community. And I'm considered, but I guess I remember I was the one that supported him. So I know we ain't talking about me. I'm not trying to talk about what he talking about. I want to know what he talking about. So I got some comments. Robert Carroll said it's an untrue statement. Why you say it's an untrue statement, Robert Carroll? How can you just come and say it's untrue? Doug said, if hold up, if ain't your guy, then you can't show him love. That's the Doug saying the same damn thing then. If it ain't your guy, then you can't show him. I found that out myself as a daddy. Cause none of these clowns could be contributors. Say he done worked my son out and did this and did this. They never supported him. Never. I know. Some people don't even think I know, and I know. So I understand that. And then I found out if you got a dad that ain't letting these Negroes control your interests, dude told me this morning, how they was talking about you? Because you wouldn't let nobody. I said, I tell all of them, you tell all of them, F them. They talked about Jesus Christ. So we got a problem. We got a problem when a dad tells you about in this city. And if the dad is controlling and not letting you clowns control him, it's a problem. So I'm just trying to see, I don't have no filter. I am not becoming to no summer program, to none of this stuff. But when I listen to this thing and I let this thing digest in me, and somebody brought to my attention that the daddy just didn't allow people to just have their way with the kid, then they have a problem with the kid. So I just want to throw that out there, and we can go. I see a lot of comments. And we can go, Jimmy. You can you can interject because I know you got your. He said, look at my. Oh, okay, I'm going down. Somebody said, okay, talking about Jared Falls. I went down. If it ain't your guy, I like that one, Joe. If we talk about the top guys, then we stroking the top guys too much. Oh, okay. So don't show the top guys love because people say you stroke them too much. I'm just going down, Jimmy. Then you come in. It's like that in the music community for most part too. Houston will start showing love once outsiders are showing love. That comes from Forever Films. I love your comments, boy. I love y'all. Robert Carroll said, "It's a damn if you do it, damn if you don't." Ooh, I like that. And Anson Johnson said, "That's big facts." Now he come back and said, "Let me put him on the screen. Let me keep putting him on the screen." We are not credited enough to speak on said player. Okay. All right. Hold on. I like that one too. Yo, I'm loving y'all. Jimmy, you can interject and you just tell me how the whole there. Whenever you want to tell me, Jimmy just said how the whole there. Had a father or older brother would protect their son and the brother. Of course we do. I never forget when a guy asked me, "Man, why don't you let me help you with your son's recruiting?" I said, "For what? I already know where I want him to go. I don't want y'all's ass to confuse him." Parents, I hope y'all heard that. I already know where I want him to go. If I let all these people get in his ear, they'll confuse him. No, man, your dad don't know what he's talking about. No. Okay, let me see. B Scott. Let me see if I can see something else. What B Scott said. Generally, NBA players. We ain't talking about NBA. We talking about him still. Let's see. I listen to what she said. Let's see. She said, "Great generally, an NBA player sport in a local community is a function of the players interact." I like that, B Scott. Maybe. See, have anybody thought about did Quinn Grimes embrace this community. That's a good one, B. See, that's a good one. Did he embrace? Somebody in the timeline tell me the subject. Jacoby, I saw a text, man. That's what you get. I know you work hard. So I saw a text. See, somebody texted to me. You see that? It said Quinn Grimes get more love from around the world from strangers than he got or gets from the basketball community. That's you, Jacoby. That's Robert Carroll. Let that sink in, Burger Boy. So it's a balance. You're right. It's a balance. You got to give and get. It's sad that Duck says true. It's sad that it's true. Everyone wants to have their hands on the dude. I saw that myself. Um, Aaron, the top player in Houston. Yes, he was a top player in Houston. I think that's what you're talking about. So it go on and go, Jimmy. It's going on and on, Jimmy. So you might as well get in there and answer some of these things yourself. I mean, because I know you got your own thing about it. Uh, but I like this statement. I'm glad it was. I want to hear it. I want to hear it because I got my own little take. Go on, Jim.
First of all, that's it's interesting and it's funny. But let's start with the first thing first. The Quinn Grimes, the initial post, text message that you got from the social media post. Quinn Grimes went to College Park High School, came out in about 2018, something like that, and 17 or 18. And College Park is in the Woodlands, and that doesn't mean that that doesn't
you can't embrace it.
That don't mean that the city can't root for him. The thing with Quentin Grimes was we had to pull up the rug on this. Quentin Grimes played for the Nike sponsor in the grassroots sponsor program, the Houston Hoops. That team at College Park, they don't normally play a schedule where they're going to come in, where they came into the urban communities and play. They normally play the schedule where they're going to play in how they do it for years. Meaning those people you're not going to see them coming in playing on a regular back then. They're not going to just come and play at Booker T. Washington High School or at Yates High School or come and play in the HISD tournament. They didn't. So you didn't get to see him in the high school, in a scholastic setting against, and be able to get it out the mud at first. Then when the Houston Hoops, when he got to the 10th grade, they informed him that he was not going to play 7 teams. They were going to play him 16 and under. At that point, he made a business decision to move programs, leave the Houston Hoops, and go to the Adidas-sponsored Basketball University program. When he went there, doors opened for him, and he ended up playing himself into favor. And after a year later, after a whole year, going into his last summer, he was one of the 12 guys that had been anointed by Adidas. I think how me and you went to one of the events in Fort Worth. When we walked into the building, they had life-sized cardboard, what they call them, big heads, big figures of 12 players. Zion was one of those players.
Yes.
On the Adidas circuit. You walk 5 steps, you see one. Walk another 5, you see another one. Quentin Grimes was one of those players that had been anointed. And so at that time, this was the beginning of the grassroots season. They had already picked those 12 to show who was going to be showcased through that particular summer. Well, meanwhile, as he's going, so Adidas is loving him. Basketball University, at the time, they had a great machine going on because they were new kids on the block. They had a deep program with over 200 kids. 200 to 400 kids in there collectively, and as Quentin Grimes, they bet on Quentin Grimes, and Quentin Grimes excelled, and that means Basketball University excelled. And then Basketball University would basically stuck their tongue out and say nah to the Nike side of the fence, because look what y'all couldn't see this inside this young man. So as that's going on,
did they also send 999 to the people in Houston too?
Not Basketball University, no.
Okay. All right. Okay.
No, not
Okay.
that. It's like it was a domestic, and that's how Nike versus Adidas has always been for the most part. So that means at that point, if you favored Nike, then it's like betting on a game, and the kids are pawns in this game. Some people rather be right. That means if it comes at the expense of the kid failing. I say that again. A lot of people in the business would rather be right, even if it come at the expense of a kid failing.
Wow.
So they can get out that way. They keep it's an ongoing score that they're keeping. So as Quentin Grimes excelled and went up the ranks, thrust into the top 25 in the country, then it was one of those things where, okay, you couldn't stop the movement. It was there. Meanwhile, in Houston, I think on our website, I had at the time got Alex Pugh would do some writing once a week in the VIP news. And Alex Pugh had saw Quentin Grimes play at an event, and he wrote an evaluation of what he saw after he had saw him a couple of times. And this evaluation was pretty blunt, and it probably stung. And it probably, those who were in favor of Quentin Grimes. So at that point,
it stung me.
At that point, it was from certain angle of Quentin Grimes' corner, it was now not just Alex Pugh, but RCS Sports became the enemy. So now that them not understanding, not knowing.
So you're telling me this tweet is about you?
No.
Okay, keep going.
I don't understand this about me. I'm not hit dogs.
No, I'm just asking, but keep going. Keep going.
A person, if I have the biggest speakers or the biggest woofers of all of the cars, then when you're saying you can't hear your music, then you're talking about my woofers.
Okay.
Indirectly or directly.
All right.
My thing is, why don't the people just say who they talking about? That's one of the biggest problems. It's a bunch of scary ass dudes out there. They scared to hurt people's feelings out there. See, you know why they won't say it? Because I'm confrontational. I want you to bring it. Because I'm gonna give it right back to you. And I'm gonna tell. Meanwhile, let's get back so they can understand some first time untold story publicly about the Quentin Grimes. And I'm gonna say it that way now. I want y'all to tape it, splice it, and send it to the guy and ask him, did he really say this? Did this moment really happen? So that was a point during one of the summers when I had a meeting with Chris Rivers, who was over Adidas at the time. Chris Rivers we met. He looked me in the eyes. He said, Jimmy, I need your help with this one. I said, what you mean? Quentin Grimes is going to be really good, but I need your help. We need to get him where he need to be. Camp, top 100, McDonald's. We need whatever you can. We need help with him. He wasn't ranked in the top 25 at that time. He wasn't ranked up there then. I say, well, Chris, understand, Chris Rivers hadn't asked me for help with a kid maybe 3 times in 21 years. But his look on his face, it was sincere. It wasn't like, man, and guess what? I say, man, let me know what you need me to do. I'm on board. I help you out. To this day, Quentin Grimes, nor his mama, nor Rossi, nor Teddy, none of them never knew that conversation happened. I made some calls, and from that point on, I was, how would you say it? I was definitely not against him. You follow me? I did help with some stuff to help Quentin Grimes. Now, if y'all know Chris Rivers, go ask him did that conversation never take place. This wasn't a joking matter. This was serious stuff. Because it's high stakes on the other side of the hill. So I'm telling you guys something, giving you some rare truth in regards to that. Now, meanwhile, I had
So you mentioned, you said Rossi and the mama and everybody, they didn't know what?
They didn't have no idea about this
Okay.
conversation.
Okay.
No idea.
Mm-hmm.
No idea.
Okay.
And so, and truth, and like going on
she said, "Who is Chris Rivers?" Google him, B. Scott. Now keep going. Keep going, Jim. Google that name for me.
Put basketball behind it. You ain't got to put basketball behind it.
Yeah, Chris Rivers basketball. Yeah.
Yeah. Yes.
Oh, Trey Phillips did it. Thank you, Trey.
So once again, I got to tell people, this is, man, and Chris, I mean, to this day, we're good. Chris just called me yesterday.
Yeah.
And just the other day, he's sending me some stuff. I got some surprises for the middle school championship. I got some stuff coming for the youngsters.
Okay.
That they send out the blue sky. Send them to me and myself and Rick Nelson. He's that's Rick. He loves Rick to death.
Right.
But anyway, man. So by them not knowing, because once the thing is, that's business, that relationship, I bet on the relationship. I no longer bet on the kid. I say this again.
What do you mean by that?
The relationship is more important than the kid. The kids are going to come and go in this business.
You're talking about the relationship with the people, the higher ups.
Yes, relationships with the higher up, with the powers that be.
Okay, the powers that be. Okay.
Those are more important. And guess what? Each his own. People, it's a crossroads that some people got to turn left, turn right. Some people gonna ride with the kid. Well, if that kid makes it, then most of the time, it's very rare that you're gonna still be riding with him.
Absolutely.
And people don't realize those odds. Yeah. You think about all the money and the resources you put into these kids, but back to the Quentin Grimes thing.
Yeah.
We fast forward on, and I did my part, like I said, and even putting them in. I say, one was putting the game together against him versus Kendrick Davis, because a lot of people in the city in that same year, Kendrick Davis, who stars for Memphis right now, they came out the same class. People that were from the urban communities, they gravitated, and they were fans of Kendrick Davis. Even though he was a very at-risk student athlete, meaning that, man, guys his size, that they don't normally make it to where he is right now. With a 6-digit name, image, likeness deal, riding around, Tesla, traded that in, got a Mercedes, electronic, SUV. I mean, right, they don't make it that far right now that he is right now with KD. But I put that game together in the Campbell Center as a way now to try to, that way now College Park can get introduced to the community. That way now also we can settle this stuff. That way now y'all can see what happens when one go against the other. And Kendrick Davis, Sam Houston was the better team. They won the game. But I think Quentin Grimes might have had 33. Kendrick Davis might have had 31. Or it was 31-29. So that means both of them showed out on that platform. And those are just little bitty things of it. But back to what you said earlier, Hatter. Showing love. Right now, you've won. Quentin Grimes is a professional who's going to be in the Rising Stars game, who starts for the New York Knickerbockers. And right now, we're going to be watching close. Quentin Grimes going to show up and throw up his H for H-Town? Is he going to be wearing, sometimes you can wear certain clothes, you can do certain things to remind folk where you're from. Even if you're bitter about H-Town, throw your Woodlands up, throw a W up if you need to. So you're asking for somebody to give love towards something that somebody that's not giving love back in.
It's so good loving somebody when they love you. Somebody loves you back, but keep on going. Teddy Pendergrass, keep on.
You know, I mean, and so that's, I mean, and people got to realize that. So you don't. He's not the first. So don't try to make it seem like Quentin Grimes is the case in point for this. No, he is definitely not. We just deal with McDonald's All Americans. Just keep it, and for that part, just keep the McDonald's All Americans. Shoot, a small portion of, well, the greater portion of A-Leaf ain't Carlos Hurt fans. If you guys people know, Carlos Hurt he had to move up out of here because his community had basically turned against him on the streets. He had to go to Louisville, Kentucky, to Ballard High School. So he ain't the first.
Okay.
You move on, fast forward on up. Dobie High School didn't love Gerald Green. We talking about McDonald's All Americans. Gerald Green went to Dobie High School for 3 years, guys. 3 years. Then went to Gulf Shores for 2 years. He reclassified. He did 5 years of high school. They don't love Gerald Green. They don't.
How was he able to be a McDonald's and he did 5 years of high school?
They pick and choose who they want to do it with. That's basically how they done flip flopped on that rules because DeAndre Jordan did not make the McDonald game because for the same exact he did 5 years of high school as well.
Okay, I'm just come on, keep going.
Yeah. So and speaking of DeAndre, I don't see Episcopal. Episcopal ain't showing no love for DeAndre Jordan, and he left there. He went to Cyprus with his Christian life that last year.
Okay.
But Kelly Oubre in 2014, another McDonald All-American. Kelly Oubre, Bush High School, Ronnie Courtney, a Hall of Fame coach who just got his 700 win 2 weeks ago. They won multiple state championships at more than one high school. Could take a team to state this year with Jalen Lowe and Thurgood Marshall. Kelly Oubre left. He wasn't getting the love. Hell, on his summer team, he was the fourth fiddle. Fourth fiddle on his grassroots team. You had Justice Winslow, you had Justin Jackson, you had Keith Frazier, and then Kelly Oubre. Kadeem Latin was the fifth option. Then you had Robert Haller III coming off the bench. What's the other little cat name with the South Alabama? Juice Williams was the other guard, come off the bench.
Little Juice.
I'm like a fat elephant. I got it all up in there somewhere. You gotta shake it up together and get it together. But think about it. Kelly Oubre was the fourth fiddle.
Yeah.
They went to state with Cameron Ridley.
No, they didn't go to state, Jim. The Twins knocked them out.
Cameron went.
Yeah.
Cameron went to state. Kelly didn't make it to state with Cameron.
Yeah.
Cameron went to state. But when he got there, they got knocked out.
Yeah, they got knocked out.
He left and went to Findlay Prep.
Yeah.
Right? So he goes to Findlay Prep. But I'm saying though, where was the love for Kelly Oubre? So you guys can see he's not the Quentin Grimes, not the first, not the last. But then there's more guys that got love. When we name the McDonald All-Americans that got love, plenty love, most of the ones who embraced that where they're from.
Yes.
Those are the ones that got love. The ones who went and did and gave extra, gave back, or did things, those are the ones that got love.
Good point.
Input equals output on this stuff, right? And so it's not, and the thing is, and lastly, I'll give you one good teachable illustration, mental illustration. Let's say rankings. If there's one rankings and I have Robert Hatter ranked number 1, Chris Walker ranked number 2, Doug Jones number 3, Robert Carroll number 4. Then another guy come and does some rankings. He gonna put Robert Carroll at number 1. Right? He'll put Robert Hatter at number 4.
I ain't gonna like that rank.
So, but Robert Carroll is gonna like that ranking.
Yeah.
And he's gonna not like my rankings. You're not gonna like the other guy rankings, and you're gonna like my rankings. And then what happens is, here's what happens. That person who does the other rankings, in order for his rankings to get supreme validation, is for whoever he has to be ranked number 1, that's adverse of the other list, to perform better, to be better. You see, it's where the problem at. It's what you're not seeing. So that means as the games go on, he's rooting for his number 1 guy deep down inside of his heart. And you might not know it, or he might not show it, but he's rooting for Robert Hatter to lay a fucking goose egg every time he plays, because that way he can look and say, see, that guy got him ranked number 1.
I got a question. With that thinking from the people in the basketball, ain't that a problem, or that's just human nature?
Say it again.
Is that a problem, or that's just human nature? Because I'm trying to solve some problem. Is that a problem? See, my problem, Jimmy, one of my biggest problems, and I saw it and heard it with my own 2 eyes. This is a prominent person in this community for a long time in the basketball community. And I'm on the phone with him, and he talking negative to a player, to me, the beginning of the call. He's talking negative about a player, hyping his player up. So I said, why do y'all have to talk negative about? He said, I ain't talked about nobody negative. Dude, you spend the first part of the he didn't even realize he doing so much, Jimmy. He didn't realize he had just talked about the kid negatively to me and told me I don't do that. That's a form of mental illness right there, Jimmy. And these from people, no, this for real. Y'all got to hear me. At the beginning of the phone call, man, he ain't this. My dude better than him. He ain't this, he ain't that. I said, why you got to talk about him to put your... Man, I ain't talking about... You just did. He didn't feel he was talking about him. He lied. Excuse me. He prevaricates so much. That's a better word. That... Yeah. So that came back. That's when Robert Carroll said something about the liars. That hit home with me. It really hit home with me. Those are problems, Coach Jimmy. Summer basketball coming up soon. Okay? It's going to be a lot of lies told in the future. Oh, Jimmy, I got to get out of here. It's going to be a lot of lies told here in the near future. So I'm going to let you take it on out of here because, man, I got a plane to catch. I got to go.
Yeah, man. That's a good conversation. That you guys just let it, nobody's gonna love your baby like you.
You love that.
Nobody's gonna love your kid like you. I said this numerous times to people. So in this business, especially now that many of y'all are so aware how conflicted so many people are, how muddy this stuff done got. And everybody wants you guys to think they're wearing white gloves and we're all playing in the mud. We all playing in the mud.
That's my music playing. I just got some music playing in the back.
Okay,
That's you. No, you good? Let's talk. I'm giving you a listen. I'm giving you a mood to take us on.
That's my outro. That's my outro. You got the intro and outro. That's all the outro. I got you. No.
Keep on. I like that. It was so good. I had to give you an outro.
And you guys understand something. Speaking of guys that not shown love, I want y'all to think about something. I get one that supersedes everybody we just named.
Okay.
That's at the highest of their profession right now.
Mm-hmm.
Jalen Hurts got very little love from this city when he went to Alabama. Very little love.
Okay.
People didn't hardly know. People just learning his daddy was his high school coach.
So ain't nobody's fault that he didn't get no love. Well, I mean, did he win a state championship? Did he win state championship?
No.
Just because you go to Alabama don't mean people supposed to suck you off.
No, but he ended up starting there. Just like
yeah. So, but then people corralled him then. But
then when he fell, then when he got benched in the championship game, people was like, man, sounded kind of like how Quentin Grimes got benched at U of H when he first got there after transferring. Yeah, he started 29 games the freshman season at Kansas, got to U of H, got benched midway through the season, and bounced back that next year, came back, bounced back, and got better and put it all together. And that was the thing. You couldn't, let me tell you something. You could not, you had to really have some anger or some bad stuff in your heart to be anti-Quentin Grimes as you watch University of Houston climb and reestablish their culture as they did. You had to, now guess what? There might be some people out there like that. I was definitely not one of them. I was like, okay, young fella, rumble. You remember, and it started with me with that conversation with Chris Rivers back when he was like in 11th grade. So, guys, it's just you. All you have to do is you pay attention to what's going on out here, and you'll see. Don't fall for so many okie dokes. Don't fall for it. You could be able to tell. You'll be able to tell. You tell, and then guess what? You don't have to pay. You don't have to go and do everything and everybody wants you to do. You don't have to pay for everything everybody wants you to do. You don't have to go to every damn camp somebody wants you to go to. They watching you. Think about, take score or take tabs on how many times people come see your baby play. They want your money, but don't want to come see your baby play. Right? But they want you to come over there. It works. Now, guess what? Nobody can go see everybody. But I'm just talking about over a period of time of 3 to 4 years, if a person is soliciting you for money to come to their camp and they're not willing to come and see your baby play at all, you need to bring it to their attention, even if it's me. Bring it to my attention. Hey, can you come? You came to your camp 3 years in a row. Can you at least come see him play?
And Jimmy, if parents don't know, they're in a position right now, a lot of parents, email us at chopshophtx@gmail.com. If it's something sketchy, if it's something you just sound too good to be true, hey, just give us an email. If I don't have the answer, Jimmy will have the answer. We'll find it for you. We don't want to, we just want the basketball community to be a lot better. It ain't gonna be perfect because we're gonna always have guys come in there, but let's limit our liabilities. Okay, let's get us some. Let's limit the chances these guys have a chance to do crazy stuff to you. So by just just talking about it to people that we have no. I ain't got no dog in the fight, man. I just want you. I was a parent out here that just I know what I wanted, but everybody don't know what they want. They don't know what their kid need. And I knew, and couldn't nobody get me off of what I wanted. So if you don't know what you want, email us Chop Shop, and guess what? We'll figure out and help you out. But Jimmy, I got to get out of here, man.
Man.
I got to go to LAX. You know how crazy it is out there. Yeah.
Share that show on your way out the door. You guys know the routine, and make sure y'all be safe out there on the weekend. Once we got to slide on down, Dino's back, and Yabba Dabba do this thing on this Baby Friday. You guys, it's the Chop Shop. We thank for everybody for tuning in and chopping it up with us on this Thursday. I'm looking at some of the comments and laughing, of course. And I see Kevin Freeman. He crazy, man. Kevin,
Oh,
Kevin,
no.
hey, you know what? You know what's gonna happen next Monday, huh?
What happened this month?
Freeman gonna get them squabblers. He gonna be in there with them squabblers. Them squabblers gonna be in there with him on Monday. Them squabblers
What?
from the video. From the video, man. The squabblers from the video.
Oh, the fight. Oh, they go. Oh, that he. Oh, he is the sack man.
Yeah, he's sack man.
Okay,
He's sack,
all right. Bye, sack
yeah,
man. He ain't the bag man. He the sack man. Okay,
sack
all
man.
right.
He's sack man.
All right. We'll
Anyway,
see y'all
guys,
later.
we gotta get up out of here.
All right.
Y'all share the show on your way out the door, man. And hey, next week we're gonna talk a lot. It'll be LeBron watch when we come on back for this chase of Kareem Abdul-Jabbar's record. You know, it's damn, man. It seemed like it just like yesterday. But anyway, it's time to go. Y'all make sure you go to rcsports.com and check out the VIP news today. And also, don't forget, we got the Thx sticks, baby. The new shipment just came in.
And
Good burn right here.
And I forgot, Jimmy, TSU plays this weekend. They play Florida A&M and Bethune-Cookman, Jimmy. I told y'all to give me some questions that y'all want me to ask Reggie Thx when they come to town about. But I guess y'all don't want to ask him none. But they play Florida A&M, then Bethune-Cookman this weekend. Chatterbox and I'll be on the call on Saturday and Monday. I can't wait. I can't wait. Jimmy. We got to get 2 wins. We got to get 2 wins out of this one, baby. We got to run these guys out of town. Yeah. Quit choking off your Thx stick over there. Oh, you muted yourself?
Think about Reggie Thx. Hey, also give a shot to Mason Allen.
Hey, Mason Allen.
Young fella committed to Jacksonville Junior College on yesterday.
What high school?
Madison High School. He's a senior. That's the guard that's been scoring. He's leading the team in scoring this year, averaging about 25 points a game. And he's about 5'11", 5'10". Got him. He had him 2 offers, little small non-division 1 offers. He didn't play around with it, and he committed. Louis Trescott is the head coach at Jacksonville. Used to be a star at University of Houston, I think Nebraska, and of course Milby High School is where he went to. Hey
Jimmy, unlike you, I can't be late for this flight. You like to be late for flights. I like to sit. I like to go sit in the Continental room, in the United room.
I thought you had that pre-check. I tried that pre-check.
I got pre-check, but I like to get in it. You know, I have to go in the club room, United club room, and sit down and chill for a minute. You understand me?
You gotta get your Amex, getting that Centurion Lounge, at the Amex. You got
which Amex you talking about?
What color you got? You got the silk? You got the platinum?
Both, platinum and gold.
The gold ain't gonna get you in here. You gotta have the platinum. Okay. They got
what about that? Where the black get you in?
Yeah, black.
Okay,
black,
see you tomorrow. See,
black get you in. Hey, look it up on your thing. See what terminal it is.
It's called the platinum.
The Centurion Lounge.
The Centurion.
Amex,
Okay.
Centurion.
Okay.
CENTURION. Centurion Lounge.
Okay.
Hey, that's it right there. That's better than the other one. Better than the other one.
Okay. So y'all. Right. We out.
Peace. We up out here.
All right. Let me hear. Did I hit the button?
Jim Hicks, Rob Hatter, you are now tuned in to the Chop Shop. I'm Retro, let's get it. We in the Chop Shop, we live in the Chop Shop. We talking sports talk, we live in the Chop Shop. We in the Chop Shop, I'm talking sports talk. So turn your dials up, it's live in the Chop Shop. We in the Chop Shop, we